Today, I have the pleasure and the privilege of interviewing Dr. Alex Bordetsky. He is a professor of information sciences here at NPS, as well as the director of the NPS Center for Network Innovation and Experimentation, otherwise known in short as CENETIX.
From the start, we were fortunate to begin the whole endeavor of studying networks with Special Operations Command, with our great colleagues from the Lawrence Livermore Lab and Department of Energy, with the Office of Secretary of Defense Counter WMD program, which brought us into the world of mesh networking with sensors, particularly sensors related to radiological nuclear threats. This is our satellite. This is the snapshot from the Firefly Aerospace Corporation. You can see the title, which is the Naval rocket tailing the trend started by SpaceX. It is a startup which attracted Marine Corps as a potential significant partnership in having least expensive, frequent launches of needed assets to the orbit, the Firefly rocket. So we were fortunate to receive an award from the Firefly Aerospace Corporation to launch our payload, which is the CENETIX Orbital 1 CubeSat with the tactical networking node for the Marine Corps small unit operations. We've created first networks helping geographically distributed operators to manage their unmanned assets. Send them one of the most, with various applications, ranging from unique ISR missions to the direct action scenarios, which we recently played with our Polish Special Forces partners by taking the whole networking process into a short window of paratrooper during the descent. If it's a picture, the Polish paratrooper unit communicating while under the canopy with our maritime infiltration team already underway and coordinating their activities. So let me start with Commander Ryan Blazevich. I brought up his name when we were discussing the origins of our study. He recently visited us. And what we were discussing, the support by his team. He is now the head of the Tomahawk program. It's a remarkable story in and of itself. After his very successful service, discussing how can we use some of the assets that his team has access to study the projectile-based networks. So they're putting it on the scale in very different environment. Major Justin Murphy stepped aggressively against all odds. I'm taking what we did with the short-living projectiles, with slowly descending parafoils under the wing of the bird. That was one of a few times then I was skeptical that we are not going to make this project. He made it. Now it is in the center of studies of short-living nodes network. Captain Haley Nowak just graduated. She explored, together with my colleague Eugene Burakov, the emerging options of using the bursts of LED light underwater so that we can stretch our short-living nodes and links. This is the new direction we are pursuing, from the aerial assets supporting the ISR missions to subsurface divers. That's a significant breakthrough. Yeah, it actually began, if I may point it, in basically literal terms, began from the roof of this Panagal, where this antenna, put skillfully with ingenuity sparks by my colleague Eugene Burakov, is now standing to get us connected to our first orbital node for studying networks. So it began from this roof when we stretched the network all the way out through 7 hilltops to Camp Roberts, about 100 miles from this place. Commander Ryan Blazevich had it as his thesis project. And that network set up a test bed. We were looking for, with our SOCOM sponsors, to start the studies of self-forming networks with unmanned systems.